It's time for spiritual explosion. Spiritual explosion. We're going to talk more about flow. Flow, spiritual flow. Once you get connected and you're able to go within yourself and tap into that spiritual flow, which means that things start to happen naturally. You aren't putting forth any real strong effort. You're not working too hard to obtain certain things. You understand that there are forces working that you can't see, forces that are always operating 24/7, 365 days. And the energy is in constant flow. It's constantly flowing. Everything is constantly happening naturally. Things begin to unravel. Things tend to transition smoothly. You don't have to think too much about things. You don't even reflect too much on things. You think about it maybe 2 or 3 times and it naturally happens. You are in the state of flow. Another form of state of flow, we compare it to the law of attraction. The way the law of attraction works is you think about something a few times. Once you think about it, you don't have to keep thinking about it, because when you're in the state of constant thinking, you're doubting that it's going to happen. Instead of thinking about it so much, you have to put yourself in a position to think about it one time. You think about that thing or whatever it is that you want once or twice, then you let it go. Let the thought go out into the universe. You stop thinking about it and just let things happen. Just patiently wait. You don't even have to patiently wait, because waiting, to say that you're waiting for something is also a form of thinking, because when you're waiting for something, you're in the process of thinking about it. So you're not flowing. Flowing isn't about constantly thinking about something or constantly hoping that something happens. The difference between hope and faith in terms of having spiritual flow is that faith is, you know it's going to happen regardless of whether you think about it or not. That's spiritual faith. That's faith. Hope is that you're constantly, I hope this happened. You're constantly thinking about it. You have to implement that faith. Have hope in the beginning, because hope is important. Hope gives you the ability to think about that which you want, and it also builds your confidence up. But once you have that confidence and you know that it's going to happen, you cut off that hope and you let it turn into faith. The ability to flow is the ability to let things happen naturally. It's the ability to let things unravel on their own. It's transition. We don't sit up in climates where we know that it's not gonna be a particular season forever. In climates where we know the seasons change, where we have winter, summer, spring, consistent winter, summer, spring. We don't sit up and think about it in the summertime, like, oh, it's gonna get cold one day, I gotta go buy a coat. No, we're enjoying the moment. We are in the moment of the summer. We're enjoying the weather, the warm weather. We go out to the beach, we go out and play sports, or we do outside activities. We don't sit outside and soak up the sun and think about it, oh, it's eventually gonna get cold. No, you have to do the same thing. But we do know in the back of our mind that it's gonna come a time where it's gonna get cold. But we don't worry about it. We don't stress over it. We let things happen naturally. When we start seeing the leaves to fall off the tree, we get ourselves ready. Say, it's fall, so I better start preparing my winter clothes. I better bring my winter clothes out. You just set them on the bed or set them out just so you can just grab them when it's time. That's what flow is. We know that it's going to happen naturally. Let things unravel by themselves. Let things happen naturally. Think what you want to think, but stop thinking about it once it's out there in the universe. You don't have to keep thinking about it. Just think about it once or twice, and then you go back to whatever it is that you have to do. Let that project be complete, and you go on to the next project. That's how you become, and that's how you become in tune with the universe, and that's how you become in tune with that energy that operates all the time, 24/7, 365. That's a form of flow. Things happen naturally. They're unraveled by themselves. Thank you for supporting the channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, if you want something to happen, don't constantly think about it. Just let it flow. Let it happen naturally. Stay strong, stay open-minded, and stay powerful.